This is the Beetronics Larva Morphing Phaser. It's an analog phaser with two different settings that you can switch between or morph or ramp in between. It also has an analog preamp built in that you can use on its own or in conjunction with the phaser or vibrato. For Beetronics pedal, this is relatively easy to use. It does have some really cool features and secondary functions which I'll go over, but all in all, it's a really fun, usable pedal. Easy to use, like I said, so you can concentrate on being creative and being inspired and not worry about menus or option overload. So I'm gonna jam a little bit more and then come back and explain all the features of this pedal. All right, so a little quick overview on the pedal. Let's start with this bottom right switch right here. This is the effect or the mode switch. So as I said previously, this thing has a built-in analog preamp. So when the switch is to the very far left, that's just the preamp alone. No phaser, no vibe. So let's hear it real quick. I just have it set kind of to like a low gain on the preamp, and it goes pretty high. But I'm plugged straight into this Morgan RCA 35. This is the clean sound. And here's just the preamp. Now the preamp controls are in the middle. You've just got this one knob for the pre and then one kind of master volume here. So here is without the pedal on. So you can tell that it gets pretty gritty, and it's kind of, it does color the sound enough to where you can't really dial in the unison sound. We'll start with that for now. When the switch is in the middle position, that's your phaser sound, which is basically a vibrato mixed with your dry signal. Far right is just the vibrato, meaning it's just the wet signal, no dry signal going through it. Let's go back to the phaser. Now this is essentially a single phaser unit with two different settings that you can switch between. You've got the left side, which is denoted by the blue blinking light, and you've got the right side, which is denoted by this kind of purple, kind of fuchsia blinking light. And you can switch between the two just by double-clicking the bypass switch, which is really convenient. Another thing that I've discovered is when you adjust the settings on one side, it automatically goes to that side. So if I were to adjust this knob, it automatically jumps to the right side. If I were to adjust this knob, it automatically jumps to the left, which is super convenient. Speaking of the knobs, each side has its own control of rate and depth. They both share this resonance, which I will let you listen to in just a second. The other cool feature of this pedal is the ramping function, which a lot of Beetronics pedals have. That is controlled by the left foot switch. Now there's 3 ramp settings that you can have with this. When the switch is on the far left side, that allows you to ramp from one side to the other, and it stays on that side that it ramps to. So for instance, I have the left side with the rate and the depth knobs both at noon, and on the right side, I have them both at, let's say, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. That's the left setting. This is the right setting. So if I want to ramp from the left side to the right side, I can do that by holding the left button. and it stays on that side. You can control the speed of the ramp with this knob. If it is all the way down, that means the ramp is off, which means it just automatically jumps to the other side. At the slowest, when the ramp is all the way up, and it's cool, you can kind of see with these 4 blinking lights the speed of it ramping towards the other side, which is really cool. So let's knock it down to right around there. When it's in the middle, it will let you ramp to the other side and then ramp back down when you let go of the button. And it's the same speed going up and going back down. So when you have it off, it's an instantaneous switch between the 2 sides. So in the Jam, one of the things I had was I had this set to a pretty fast and deep setting. So when I would switch between, kind of does like that Oz-Noy type of thing where he would just step on a pedal and it would jitter like that, kind of stutter. With the ramp shape at the far right, it will ramp to the other side, and then when you release the button, it automatically goes back to the previous side. So when I have this set here, it will ramp up slowly to the other side and then instantly return to the other previous side. See how instant that was? When you increase the resonance, you're going to get a deeper, almost whistly effect. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that's with the reso down. So it's less pronounced. I personally like the ramp shape in the middle. Here are these settings, but in the vibe mode. Compared to the phaser. Let's check out the preamp alone again. So that's with the preamp knob all the way up. Here's the pedal bypass. Now let's hear that amount of gain with some of these phaser effects. Now there are some secondary parameters. What Beetronics pedal wouldn't have secondary parameters? So there is a subdivisions. So instead of the right side being totally independent as far as the speed goes to the left side, adjusting this parameter will basically keep it locked in with the left side and just adjust the subdivisions. So let's see, if hold the right switch and tweak the right knob. So interesting. So when this is kind of set to like your quarter note, this setting is kind of like a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm assuming that that'll be your eighth note. So that's cool. What's cool about that is when it ramps, at least at this speed setting, it almost ramps or morphs from your quarter note to a triplet to the eighth note. Now the other secondary parameter is the phaser offset. So it does give a little bit of difference in character to the phaser, which is cool. Almost sounds like a wah. All right, guys, there you have it. That's the new Beetronics Larva. If you'd like more information, link is in the description. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, click that thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this, gear demos or guitar lessons, click that subscribe button. I'm RJ Ronquillo, and I'll see you in the next video.